Hey everybody, I am dragging a little bit this morning. Yesterday evening I got a phone call about the load that you seen at the beginning of the video. Today I want to talk about expedited freight. The load that I got the call on from a local company yesterday from was expedited freight. In other words, what that means is they called me at 2 o'clock. I needed it picked up by 6 and then brought back to the company and delivered last night. So it was easy. It's about 110 miles from here, and I live close to the plant. So it was a direct connection with the plant. No middlemen, just me and the plant straight. So that load paid really good. That is probably some of the best paying loads you'll ever get is expedited freight. So I got some video pictures of it. It was like 11 pieces of steel. It weighed 6,800 pounds and it paid really good. I would have had to done a long trip to pay what I made in those few hours. I haven't decided yet, guys, if I'm going to do like a lot of the other channels do and put the rates, because those rates, half the people will think you're lying, maybe half the people will believe you, but those rates will vary and depending on what part of the country you're in. So I don't want to be one of these gotcha channels. I just want to shoot you straight. And you know, I may post some rates someday, but if I ever post anything, you know, it's the truth, but, you know, you can't make everybody believe that. But anyway, I'll just say that paid really good. I didn't set the rate. The company set the rate, and I'm tickled to death. I'm on their list. That was one of the new companies that we got this week, and so I'm extremely excited about doing more work with them in the future. So, I had to go. What my understanding on this load was, they ordered a big load of steel, and when the driver went to deliver the load of steel, they were missing 2 pallets. Like they couldn't find them, so they had to send a Hotshot when they did find them back to get them. So I get down there and guess what? They still can't find them. So I had to wait. Well, another thing with this company that's so great is a lot of trucking companies, shippers, and they'll pay you detention pay after 2 hours. This company pays it after 1 hour. They tell you what time to be there. An hour after that time, if you're not loaded and gone, you get detention time. So there are companies out there that want to treat drivers and their contractors really good. And so don't think they ain't. They are. There's some good companies. This company, I know the girl that's over logistics, that helps. If it goes back to what I said before, always tell people about what you're doing. You never know when you're talking to a person that's in charge of giving out that work. So anyway, so that was a great lead. That's turned into what's probably going to be a substantial amount of money over a year's time. So I'm tickled to death about that. And it also keeps me home. So I left yesterday about 3:30, and I got back home even after them spending time trying to find my load. I got there early, so I didn't put down any detention time because I got there early, and they started loading me before my hour was up on from what time I should have been there. But I left a little after 3. I pulled in the driveway at home at 10:45, and up until yesterday, I would have been gone 2 days to make that same amount of money, maybe 3 days to make that same amount of money. So expedited freight, expedited anything pays great over regular freight. So I hear that's how Hotshot got started, was because they could ship freight and stuff quicker because they didn't have to wait on a full load. So now hot shotters have gotten to where we can haul nearly full loads. Well, weight-wise we can't, but length-wise we nearly can. So, but anyway, guys, if you want to make the bucks, you got to get out there and knock on the doors. Look for these expedited freight loads. Tell the companies when you talk to them, say, hey, I'll take a load last minute. Because if you're sitting at home without a load, they don't know that. And if you take an expedited load, they're paying you to drop what you're doing and go get that. So, the company I'm with, that I've started hauling for it yesterday, they said, hey, if you can get a load that we have to offer, great. If you can't, maybe we'll catch you on the next one. So it don't hurt their feelings if you don't get every one of them. So that's about as good a setup you can ask for. So, but I'm going to try to get every one of them if I can. So they've got a few drivers, I think, on the list. They're having problems keeping drivers, and I don't understand that. But I'd a lot rather haul local and not wear my truck out and make just as much money and be home all the time. So that was the goal. That's what I had prayed about, being home more often. And it seems to be maybe headed in that direction. And so I just want to share that with you guys. Didn't do a lot of filming in the plant. It wasn't really a plant. All they do at that plant where I picked that up is cut it, sell it. They bring steel in, ship steel out. Matter of fact, there was a truck in front of me that had a load of steel he brought in, and then he was carrying a load of steel out. So don't really know how all that works, but it's a great little setup. And once they found my load, it didn't take long. Y'all want to see what Lightning's up to? She's on the hunt. She loves digging in those gravel. I come out every morning and she's dug something up in those gravel. I don't know what she smells or what she sees, but boy, she can eat up a hole in the driveway in just a few minutes. Look at her. Whoops, she tore off before I could get her. All right, guys, be safe. Like I said earlier, you got to do safe things if you want to have a safe trip. So, love you guys. If you have any questions, shoot them. I'm still a rookie, but I'll try to help you find the answer. If there's a video idea you got in mind, let me know. I'll try to do it for you. So, see you guys. Be safe.